Hello, great people. This is PrimroseCameron.com. And as always, I am super excited just to be amongst the living. I am super excited for mere existence. And so I thought I'd stop by and share some of that excitement with all of you. I had the grand opportunity to attend church this morning, and I'm not sure if everyone had the same opportunity or if you had a higher source that you could tap into, but I did this morning, and so because of that, I am just thankful and I am grateful just to be able to do that. And so I stopped by to share with you that wherever you are in your life, wherever you are right now, this minute of the day, mentally, physically, and emotionally, if it is not where you want it to be, it no longer has to remain there. And so I wanted to say to you, sometimes we just have to give it all to him, and we have to remove it from ourselves. And I will share with you because, I don't mind being transparent, and the more that I do that, it probably makes my mother cringe, but I do it because I hope that it will further assist somebody where they are in their life, because I did not always have that opportunity for me. And so I don't want to keep that type of stuff to myself. Like, if something is going on grand and good, I want to share it. If something is not going as good or did not in the past, I do share that also, but only for learning purposes. I don't like to be in the midst of mimic and things of that nature, or be in the midst of judgment. I do it so that we can move together as a people, and that we can just continue to grow and grow our communities and grow our children, right? And we can do that by just starting with you. And so I will say to you that, and I say it all the time. I got a t-shirt to prove it, right? I wasn't always right, but I will share with you, but God, I will share with you that I probably wasn't supposed to be here, right? Based on some of the decisions I made, or based on some of the folks I listened to or not listened to, or for where I even came from. Oftentimes folks, there's some things that you may question. Maybe you question my age. I know I look kind of young, or maybe you question whether or not I'm married, or you question where I went to school, or maybe even question my weight, right? But what should never be in question is my faith. And so I believe in God, and I believe that he continues to use me, and I need to continue to allow him to. There were times that I said, why would he choose a person like me, right? Like a person like me who came from young parents, and I have the best daddy in the world, who said that it was his responsibility to ensure that he moved beyond. He was making maybe $2 or $3 an hour, and he moved beyond that. And I was born, and he said, oh, I got to marry your mother. This is a family unit. And he just allowed God to cover over him. And so I started from that point. And, I had a kid out of wedlock, and I debated whether or not I was going to finish school, and what was I going to do with my life. I had to make a decision. Was I going to work fast food to make money right now, right then, or was I going to build a foundation for my son? And so through some of the things, right, because there's so many more, but through some of those things, maybe I wasn't supposed to be here. Maybe I was supposed to give up a long time ago. Maybe as I grew in my faith, and I grew in maturity, there were times that I did struggle. Right? I did struggle on decisions. I did struggle on whether or not I was meant to be in a church, or whether or not folks were meant to hear my voice, right? Not because I can sing, because I can't. I'm just talking about talking and being able to relate. And maybe the young folks that I began to mentor, even when I became an educator at the age of 21, I didn't know that I was good enough for those positions, and I had to work through that stuff. And so maybe some of you are in that struggle, and I get it. We struggle with so many things, ladies and men alike. We struggle with our weight. We struggle with our faith. We struggle with, he did me wrong. She did me wrong. I was lied to again. My father is absent. I have 3 or 4 children. I can't make it on my own. We struggle with so many. We struggle with our finances, right? We struggle with whether or not we're going to go to the gym, whether or not we're going to eat certain things. We live in constant struggle. And I had to turn around one day. I can't tell you the particular day. I can just share with you the feeling that I had when I had to allow God to work through me. I had to allow myself to be so transparent for the next person and remove all stipulations and all forms of judgment so that I could help the next person. And so if he could work through a person like me, imagine what he can do for you. There is so much work to be done, and we can't wait on mere man to fix stuff. Because guess what? We would have come and we would have gone and it still wouldn't have been fixed. We got to allow ourselves to just open up and allow God to work through some stuff. I wasn't always right, but God, I ain't make some good decisions, whether it was in relationships, whether it was in financial ships, whatever, maybe it was in friendships. Maybe I didn't always do what I should have done, but for some reason, God works on me anyhow. And he just embraces me and covers over me and allows me to be in my right mind and my right state so that I can be there for the next person. And so please know that when I smile, yes, it is as genuine as can be because I have allowed God to continue to cover over me. And if he can work on a person like me, imagine what he can do with a person like you. As always, I am PrimroseCameron.com, and you heard it here first. But God. Have a great day.